Oh boy, did I miss so much news and information, y'all. Holy guacamole. I didn't think that I'd be taking a hiatus like this in terms of YouTube and content creation as well as streaming without knowing the consequences. I should have seen this coming. I should have known Bandai Namco was gonna buzz some dummy stuff like they did. Oh my goodness. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, they basically had a 12-hour live stream, y'all. I forgot what it was called. It was called like Dragon Ball Battle Hour or something like that, where it had just like a bunch of YouTube pages opened to actually look at the various things that they were doing. They were doing like art, they were doing like sculpting, they were doing card game competitions, fighters competitions. There was just so much to do with this, and obviously at the very end of this, we got major announcements for a lot of DLC that's coming out for a lot of the games. Obviously, we got to see Xenoverse DLC, which in my opinion, I find it really interesting that Xenoverse is getting yet more DLC rather than a Xenoverse 3. But hey, if Xenoverse 2 is still being supported, I mean, might as well keep on going with it. But at the same time, I thought they were just going to include PyCon and Topo, like God of Destruction Topo, into this DLC. But by the looks of things, it looks so good in terms of what they're actually doing. And they're actually including story stuff in this too, which I honestly did not expect was going to happen whatsoever. So the fact that they're including story, it actually has me intrigued. Now, am I actually going to buy it? Probably not. Or maybe if it's like at a good price, maybe I'll get it. But I'm a broke college student, y'all. I don't got that much money anymore in my bank account to be buying stuff like this. But the one thing that I'm actually super excited for is obviously Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Busted character. Who knows how exactly he's actually going to play. By the time I'm actually recording this and maybe uploading it, I might actually be playing him on release. I believe for season pass holders, he comes out on the 10th, which if I do get this video up on time, it is going to be possibly either the 9th or the 10th. So I'm going to actually be streaming at twitch.tv/Captain Huggyface. If you guys want to check it out, watch me use Gogeta, then feel free to stop by. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be labbing this character, learning how to, like, now that I actually know how combos work in fighters, I'm going to be labbing the heck out of this character and seeing what are his ups and what are his downs. Obviously, I'm not a pro player, so I won't necessarily know what is really good or what is optimal with this character on day one. Obviously, a lot of people probably already have experience with this character, but I'm gonna just be streaming it just to have fun. So obviously, watch out for that. But the thing that I'm also really interested in is the route that they went with Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Now, obviously, when it comes to Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, that game for me has kind of low key just been dead at this point. Like, it's already been a year. Has it been a year? I don't even know how long ago it's been since this game even came out. But it's just it's insane. Like, obviously the first DLC we got Battle of Gods, which was really cool. Second one, obviously Resurrection F, which if you saw my video, and a lot of people actually watched that video, I wasn't too hyped about. But this last DLC, y'all, oh my goodness, I did not expect something like this. Obviously, when it came to my predictions, I thought it was going to either be the Goku Black arc in its full entirety, the Tournament of Power in its full entirety, or maybe Akira Toriyama might actually do something new in terms of this quote unquote long arc story mode that he's going to be including for this episode. Kind of like he did Banyu, so maybe I was like he might introduce something else in terms of Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. But no, we are getting the History of Trunks DLC. I forgot what it's called. I was just so hyped at the fact that they're actually making the History of Trunks an actual DLC. Whenever this DLC comes out, which I believe it comes out, I believe early summer is when it was expected to come out. Obviously, I'm gonna be playing it here on YouTube just because of the fact that when it comes to recording that game, for some reason, I can't really record footage for it for some reason, and I don't want to do it on Twitch if I know I can make the content here on YouTube. So whenever that DLC comes out, I will be streaming it here on YouTube. But I'm just really excited for this DLC. Not only is the History of Trunks one of my favorite, I wouldn't necessarily call it a movie, or because it was like a 30 to 40 minute special, but it's like by far one of the best like Dragon Ball things ever created. Like, it literally shows you a history where Goku does not exist, which is what a lot of people are kind of wondering. Like, they can't possibly do an actual DLC without Goku because this game is called Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. It is the story of Goku. So the fact that they're actually deriving this out of that and actually introducing this story of future Trunks and possibly even a playable future Gohan, that's insane. They're literally going the route where Goku does not survive. And if you guys have not experienced the history of Trunks, do yourself a favor. It's literally on YouTube. You could literally go watch this TV special. It's like 40 minutes long, but I swear it is possibly one of the biggest things within the Dragon Ball Z. Like, if you talk to anyone in terms of Dragon Ball Z, they have to know what the history of Trunks is. It's literally one of the most sad things that you could ever watch. Like, a future without Goku where the androids 17 and 18 are running amok and they're actually just overpowering everybody. No one's alive rather than Trunks and Gohan. Like, it is by far one of the best experiences, and the fact that we're going to be able to play through that, man, I really wonder. They're really good in terms of creating scenes when it needs to be. Obviously, within Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, obviously, like some scenes that were brought up were the Super Saiyan transformation, the Vegito versus Buhan fight was well animated. Like, they if they put their time into it, they can make this DLC look amazing. And when it comes to Trunks' Super Saiyan transformation, I'm hoping that they put so much emphasis on that scene, because I feel like nothing could top that scene. Like, there are so many transformations within Dragon Ball that are so iconic. Obviously, Goku's Super Saiyan when Krillin dies on Namek. Obviously, Gohan's Super Saiyan 2 transformation after 16 gets his head stomped by Cell. But in my opinion, future Trunks' Super Saiyan transformation, hands down, has to be one of the best transformations ever. And when it comes to this DLC, I'm hoping that they could actually replicate what goes on within the TV special into this game. None of that weird animated stuff that they gave us in Super. I want like the full on feels in terms of this scene. I want them to pour everything into this scene. I want them to do this scene justice. I want to play through this DLC, get to that part, and be like, ooh, like this is exactly why I love this TV special. So, if you guys can't tell, I am a huge History of Trunks fan, and the fact that we're actually getting the history of Trunks. I knew it was going to be something Trunks related. Like, I honestly thought it was just going to be the Goku Black arc, just because Goku Black arc, obviously that's in Super. The other two were previous Super arcs. So I was like, they're just going to give us the history of Trunks where we get to play as Goku, Vegeta, as well as future Trunks. But the fact that we're going to be able to play as Trunks, like, I wonder how that's even going to work, because my characters are maxed out already. Like, my future Trunks within DBZ Kakarot, he's already level like 300, I believe is the max. Like, all of my characters are 300, and I wonder if future Gohan is going to be basically the same as the other Gohan from the original Dragon Ball Z, where he's just going to be like the same level. Like, I really wonder how they're going to do that. If they make future Gohan playable, holy, will that be something that I would love to play, because we don't get to see that much love for future Gohan. And it's so crazy how someone like future Gohan is such a fan favorite, yet he's only been in this TV special. Like, he is not canon by any means in terms of like anything else rather than this whole, because I don't want to say that he's non-canon because he's part of the special, but like, he's not part of anything else that has to do with Dragon Ball Z apart from this one special. And he's already one of the most hyped characters, which is why a lot of people wanted him for Fighters too. Like, everyone thought that we are going to get Super Baby 2 and then a possible future Gohan reveal. Like, future Gohan is such a pinnacle character and probably one of the best Gohans. I wonder if we're actually going to be able to play, but like, my goodness, guys, I literally, I don't even know what to say. I'm at a loss for words from how much news and information in terms of Dragon Ball we've got in terms of the games, like Xenoverse DLC, Fighters Gogeta DLC, which, like I mentioned, I will be streaming it on Twitch, as well as uploading my like Twitch montage, quote unquote, on here, so you could see my initial reactions, how I use the character, which it won't be like, don't expect any like pro Goichi type gameplay. But yeah, and obviously once this History of Trunks DLC comes out during the summer, I'm gonna make so much time to actually play that and just go over it, because I believe in the summer I do have classes on Mondays, which, it's unfortunate that I actually have classes during the summer for my master's program, but I really cannot wait to play this character. But what do you guys have to say about this? Like, man, it's been such a long time since I've talked to you guys personally. You guys have probably just been looking at videos of me doing some funny moments on like Fall Guys or Dead by Daylight, which I have a bunch of Dead by Daylight. For all of you Dead by Daylight lovers, I do have like 2 or 3 more videos in terms of Dead by Daylight, but like, I don't even know where to begin. Like, are you guys excited for these DLCs? Obviously, are you excited for Gogeta making a surprise appearance in Fighters with all of his broken stuff that he has, and how hyped are you for the History of Trunks DLC to be coming to Dragon Ball Z Kakarot? But with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Leave all of your guys' thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm really sorry that I'm so inconsistent in terms of these like documentary and the news and information videos in terms of Dragon Ball, its games, the manga, and everything. But if you want to make sure to keep up more with me, a link to my anime page is in the description below if you guys want to check out my anime page, where I do upload daily dose of Dragon Ball content with my hot take on certain things, as well as leaks, rough sketch panels, as well as the entire chapters of the Dragon Ball Super manga. So make sure to click that link in the description below to check out that Instagram page to keep up to date with all the news and information in terms of Dragon Ball, because I don't have that much time to make videos for all of you guys, which is really unfortunate, and I do miss doing stuff like this. But with that being said, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, like I mentioned, and I'll catch you all in the next one, which will probably be in a couple of days when I release my Gogeta gameplay. Peace out, y'all.